program. I was like, a nice little commercial break. There should have been a Geico commercial playing. Switching to Geico saves you 15% or more on car insurance. Just so you know. So who's ready to see some lions, tigers, and bears? Oh my. Well, we're going to see all of those animals and many more in the second half of your tour today. A quick refresher on our rules. Please make sure you're keeping any and all appendages inside the vehicle at all times. Any food or drink should be placed under your seat at this time because they are a choking hazard. Photography is permitted. Hold on tight, leave loose items. And please don't try to touch any of our animals if they come up close to the truck. You guys get the very fun first tour of the day where I still have to figure out where all the animals are. The second half's a little harder than the first half because those guys are very lazy and just don't move. These guys like to be adventurous. What? Of our tour today is going to be the Serengeti grassland, where we're going to find animals that are native to Kenya and the regions around it, as well as some more of our black buck and our ostrich. If you look to the left, you'll see our baby Attic next to the big one. It was born 6 days ago, and it's super cute. I just like baby animals. So you're going to see the rest of our Attic coming up on your right, as well as apparently in the middle of the road. Good place to stand, guys. So that's Attic, not the attic in your house. Attic as an A-D-E-K attic. These animals were once mistaken for unicorns because the two horns on their head are so parallel that when you look at them from the side, it looks like they have one horn, and from a distance, someone mistook them for a one-horned white horse. They are critically endangered in the wild. A survey taken last year found only 3 of them. But since they're nomadic and live in isolated areas, there could be a few more. There's also only around 100 of them in conservation today. Also have our sable antelope off to the left. Sable antelope are what we call an edger species because they live on the edges or outskirts of wooded areas in Africa. And unlike most animals who flee from predators, when frightened, they will stand their ground and fight back. And that guy's an actual unicorn because he broke his horn. Didn't listen to me when I said not to play so rough, but joke's on him because that's not going to grow back. To the right, you'll see our white-tailed gnu, also known as the black wildebeest. These animals used to be found on only 2 farms in Africa, but have since then had herds released into the wild, and are now what we like to call our least concerned animal when it comes to conservation efforts, because there's about 18,000 of them in the wild, so they're doing fairly well. They use those coach works to dig up the divots that you see throughout this section, and they then lay in the dirt to cool off in the summer heat. To the right, we have part of our national herd of Udad. Such a fun name, it's like Udad, except it's Udad. These animals are closely related to goats. It's like you can make a nice little YouTube parody. Both males and females will have those curved horns, but males will have bigger horns as well as shaggier beards on their chest. And then of course we have some more of our ostrich. So, you can forget everything else I have said throughout this tour, but this next thing I'm going to say, please remember. When you go home, you're going to go to the internet, and you will then type in www.youtube.com, and you will type in ostrich running. You will then watch the video, and you will laugh hysterically because it is the most comedic thing you're going to see all day. You're welcome. So we've now entered Kingsland, where we'll find our African lions. Lions are very social cats that live in families called prides. Males will have thick manes around their neck, and those manes protect their neck from fighting for dominance. While males are the fighters, females are the hunters. Only about 25% of hunts are successful, and since this rate is so low, lions can eat up to 75 pounds of food in one sitting. Their population has decreased drastically due to poaching. There's only about 450. Their population went from 450,000 in the last to only about 20,000. But yes, ostrich running is like the funniest thing you'll see. I love it when our ostrich run. It's really fun. Up next we have black bear ridge, home to our American black bears. Since these bears are smaller in size and more docile in temperament than other bears, they are free roaming in this section. So once again, please just make sure you're keeping everything inside the vehicle left. And yes, let's laugh at the bear in the little fortress over there. Must be real comfortable. Bear cubs are born both blind and deaf, so for the first 4 to 6 weeks of their life, they're actually not going to leave the den. During this time, though, their senses do develop, and after about 6 weeks, they'll start to leave the den in the company of their mothers. Black bears are what we like to call opportunistic omnivores, so they'll eat both plants and animals, but they usually go for whatever's more readily available to them and easier to get. It's kind of like my little brother. Since these bears are smaller in size, and they also have incredibly sharp, short claws, they're fantastic climbers, and they're one of the more active bear species that you're going to find in the wild. I specify the wild because all our bears do all day is sleep and eat. Once again, like my little brother. I think he's trying to tell us something. As we head to the black bear race, we'll leave to our gay guard Christina coming up on the right.
Hi, good morning.
And then we keep looking to the right, you're going to see some more of that bachelor herd of black bucks, so you can see how some of the younger guys are still that fawn color, whereas the older males are more black in color. We also have our sacred ibis. They're a bird that's sacred to ancient Egypt, and they are carnivorous, so they use their long curved beaks to dig into the ground to find insects, reptiles, and amphibians to eat. Coming up on the left, we have our greater kudu. They're the third largest animal species in the world. Like the common eland, they have white stripes on their back, indicating that they're a grassland animal, and those stripes help them to camouflage and hide from predators. We also have our red and curly cattle coming up on your left. They're also known as the Watusi cattle, named after the Tusi tribe in Africa. This tribe used them as a form of currency, so the more cattle you have, the wealthier you were. They then traded them for things like food and clothing and land. Those horns on their head could be up to 6 feet wide and weigh between 35 and 40 pounds each. Alright guys, what's the easiest way to count a herd of cattle? With a calculator. Everybody wave to Tom on the right as we enter Terra Ursus, where we have our European brown bears. These bears are closely related to grizzly bears, so they are larger in size as well as slightly more aggressive than those black bears you just saw. The first two bears you're going to see coming up on your left are some of our cubs, and they were all raised back at Camp Aventura. First up, we have Bailey coming up. She is a year old. And then next to her, we're going to have Bones and Hollywood, both 2 years old. Since these bears are larger in size and they also have longer, more blunt claws, they're not quite as avid of climbers as those black bears, but they do still learn how to climb as cubs, which makes it easier for the mama bears to chase the cubs to safety in trees when she thinks that there's danger nearby. Black bears, brown bears are omnivores, but since they have those long claws that are good for fishing and they're also more aggressive, they go hunting more often, so they tend to have a little more meat in their diet in comparison to the black bears. In the winter, all bears are going to hibernate, so when the weather gets cooler in the fall and food becomes more scarce, they're going to scrounge up as much food as they can find, and then take a long nap through the winter until springtime. Hibernation, they're not going to eat, drink, or go to the bathroom, and for these reasons are able to slow down their metabolism to help them maintain muscle mass. They'll also slow their heart rate from 25 beats per minute to only about 8 beats per minute, which allows them to sleep for such a long period of time. And mama bears will give birth during the last 6 to 8 weeks of hibernation, so they're asleep both during and after birth. And since they're asleep, they won't be able to find food for the cubs. And since the cubs won't leave the den since they're blind and deaf for the first 6 weeks of their life, the cubs will instead make a purring noise that stimulates milk production in the mama bear, and they'll use that for food until she wakes up from hibernation and can find them something else to eat. In the final enclosure, coming up on the left, you're going to see 3 more of our bear cubs, all a year old, as well as their mama bear. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. What type of animal only goes out in the rain? A drizzly bear. Everybody wave again, coming up on the right. Alright everybody, so we've now entered the behind woods of Jackson, New Jersey. Scary stuff, I know. Can't promise that we'll make it out alive. Just kidding. So we've now entered our New Jersey protected wetlands. This section of our park has been left untouched since it opened back in 1974 as part of agreement between the state of New Jersey and Six Flags Big Adventure. Many animals that you see here are She wanted to befriend the bear and started barking and dragging me to the bear and, of course, drawing attention. So then I'm like dragging my dog against her will back to my house. She was not a happy camper. She did forgive me 5 minutes later, though, because I gave her treats. That's how our relationship works. I feed her, she loves me. Any other time, I'm useless. Look at that, guys! We made it all the way to Australia! And not only did you guys save thousands of dollars, you saved loads of time, because instead of sitting on a plane for 28 hours, you just had to sit on this truck for 28 minutes. Just small victories in life. The first animal you're going to see coming up on your right in a moment will be our emu. They're the third member of the rat-type family, so they're another flightless bird that's cousin to the ostrich and the rhea. Like the rhea, only male emu will incubate the eggs and raise the chicks once they hatch. To ward off predators, since they don't have large wings, they're instead going to shake their stiff tail feathers to make a rattling sound similar to that of a rattlesnake or a dingo. And fun fact about emu, they're the only birds to have calf muscles, so they're actually fantastic jumpers. Speaking of fantastic jumpers, you're also going to find our red kangaroo in this section. They're the largest kangaroo species as well as the largest marsupial species in the world. They can reach heights of up to 6 feet tall and a total body length of 9 feet long, including their tail. And I'm going to stop for a minute. There are 2 turtles on the log. Sorry, I like counting turtles while I'm here. I have a turtle story I can tell you later on too. So back to our kangaroos. They can jump up to 10 feet in the air and a total distance of 20 feet long. They're going to use that tail when walking and standing as a sort of good wind to help them balance as well as to push themselves forward. Baby kangaroos are called joeys, and they're born prematurely after only 1 month of gestation, and they're born about the size of a lima bean. They're then going to climb into their mother's pouch where they're going to develop. After around 6 months, they'll start to move both in and out of that pouch, and then at about 9 months of age, once they're comfortable, they'll live outside of that pouch entirely, and that pouch will then seal shut. It's okay. Our kangaroos are kind of like the Hollywood celebrities of animals. They just know the perfect way to pose. There's a kangaroo's favorite place to eat, guys. IHOP. What do you call a kangaroo that doesn't clean its room? A sloppy joey. Such an underrated food, sloppy joes. Let's hope they make a comeback real soon. So we've now reached the final section of our tour today, which is Tigris Asiana. Here we're going to find our Bengal and Siberian tigers, as well as our mixed herd of black buck and udad, and some of our other animals. So up first, we're going to see our Bengal tigers. Bengal tigers can be found in 4 different color variations: white with black stripes, white with off-white stripes, orange with black stripes, and light orange with light brown stripes, called the golden tabby. Unlike our lions, tigers are very solitary creatures, and they live in territories with 1 tiger in each territory, and it's typically 1 large male territory surrounded by several smaller female territories, which makes it easier for them to get together for mating purposes because the male will just travel to the different female territories and then back to his own.
Hi, Kirill.
All tigers are endangered as they're poached for their meat and fur, claws, and bones, and those bones, like the rhino horns mentioned earlier on in your tour, are then ground up and used in traditional Eastern medicine. They're also victim to habitat loss as our human populations grow and our cities develop. We divide up those tiger territories, and it's harder for them to get together for mating purposes. The Bengal tiger population in the wild has decreased drastically over the past few years, and there's only about 2,500 of them left in the wild today. On the right, you're going to see our nilgai. They're those larger animals that you see that kind of look like they have gym socks at the bottom of their feet. They're the equivalent to our New Jersey white-tailed deer. Their predators include tigers and lions, and since those populations have decreased, the nilgai population has increased drastically, and they're becoming quite a pest species to farmers in India and Africa. You're also going to see our mixed herd of black buck and udad on either side of the truck. And you can see how some of the female black buck are still that fawn color, whereas the males that we saw earlier turned black. Coming up on the right, we're going to have 2 more of our Bengal tigers, and you'll be able to see some of the different color variations. You'll also notice that they have a pool in their enclosure. Tigers are incredibly strong swimmers, but they do try to avoid the water when hunting because it's easier for them to catch their prey on land. Up next, we have the animal you all came to see. Our yak. So majestic. So Our yak, like the water buffalo mentioned earlier on, are beasts of burden, so they're used for the heavy lifting on farms and for pulling carts around. We also have our Siberian tigers on the left. They're the largest cats in the world and on average can weigh somewhere between 650 and 750 pounds. They can reach to hold a body length of up to 14 feet long, and they're only found in that one color variation of orange or black stripes. Once again, they're endangered due to poaching and habitat loss, with a population of only around 360 in the wild. Like all of our endangered animals, though, conservation efforts have been put in place, so hopefully in the coming years we'll see an increase in those numbers. To the left, you'll see our Siberian tiger cub and our African lion cubs, Nadia and Zuri. These two were raised at safari discoveries last year and then turned out to our safari here this year. And they're the first pairing of lion and tiger cubs that we've raised together here at our park. Why did nobody trust the tiger? Because he was always lying. Why did they play cards with him? Because he was a cheetah. Why did the cheetah wear a striped sweater? So he wouldn't be spotted. Plus, SpongeBob said the best time to wear striped sweaters all the time, so who can argue with that? As we exit our safari today, let's reach our final